And we're live.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh,
Are we?
We should be. I mean, it says end stream, so that means usually that we're live.
oh yeah, we're live.
Oh.
Look, I can see the red light. It's blinking.
Wait,
Do we
what?
take the lens cap off?
Just throw that on there. Oh, hey, sorry, this was on the whole time. How are you guys doing?
Tired.
Oh,
Got my coffee.
I'm sleepy.
you're EP?
I'm sleepy and I'm hungry, and I got a whole new jug.
Oh my.
Oh,
This is
look at
a-
Pine Sol.
This is a fresh pine sol just
Oh.
for the podcast.
My heart's not on. Hang on.
Can't have that.
Your heart will turn on.
Excited
called
to use the
Dan
Dunlap
scraps.
scraps.
They're Dan scraps.
There we go.
Dan
and
scraps. It's not hard. I trademarked the name for a reason.
Dan Scrap LLC United
Oh,
Limited.
Matt's here. Hold on. I got something.
Matt Maynard from Patriotic Pines. Is that
Dan Scraps is also a umbrella corporation for Dan's pen blank scraps.
Emporium?
That's Emporium and Tire Shop A.
And check cashing has to have check cashing. That is a must. Let me fix my color here a little bit. Oh, we are too pink, baby.
Yeah, we've officially gotten Dan Scraps to both coasts.
Cool.
Yeah.
And 3 of the 4 time zones, or definitely 3 of the 3 real ones.
The real zones. The realist.
What's the best way to get a file to
Oh,
your...
this ain't gonna work.
Oh, is that one of your nose piercing things?
Yeah, that's what I was 3D printing last night.
Oh, I wonder why that wasn't working.
Dan has reached true
I got
3D
that one.
printer boy status because now he's just printing nonsense.
I got that one,
That's how you know you made it.
and I got that one.
Ugh.
Are you going to let people try them on at craft fairs,
Well-
or do you have to pay to use?
Pay to play.
Well, here's the thing that my wife pointed out. She's like, "That's not super sanitary. Like,
Hmm.
once you use it, like nobody else is gonna."
Oh, are
wanna
you
use it."
you're not gonna let people try them on?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Oh, Patrick.
my wife has been asking me to 3D print stuff for her students at school. My wife's a special ed teacher. Anyways, so she tries to keep the kids busy with fidgets and stuff. And I thought this would be fun. And then she's like, I can't take those to school. They got to put them in their nose.
yeah, no,
Like,
it's
I'm like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's
Just
yeah,
get
that's
get
bad.
some magnets.
fidget spinners keep kids off the streets.
They
That's
do.
Dan, you're doing Lord's work.
Patrick, you can put the file on a USB drive and plug it in and open it that way. Or if you set it up on the same Wi-Fi network, and you can go on your computer to the Buildbotics. You can connect into the controller and you can load and
Oh, was he setting up
start from there.
his Twofinity?
his Onefinity. Yeah. I can't wait for the beta testing for the Threefinity.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the real beta. I'm in the 1.2finity.
I'm in the
So,
market.
I'm not
for
even in a
1.5.
1.5, which is out. You know, 5finity.
And Patrick, if that doesn't work, we do have built-in tech support right in the chat.
Yep. Oh, is Morgan in the chat?
Yeah.
If Morgan hops in the chat, we have built-in tech support.
So, speaking of Morgan,
Hop. Guess the whole thing.
apparently they said some nice words about us.
They did. I thought they were
Yeah.
gonna mock us, but then
And they
they
were in
said nice
English.
things.
And
They were in English. Yeah, which is weird because it was airing on Telemundo
Hello, Mundo.
after midnight.
Donde.
Prime spot after midnight.
Como se dice stone y hop?
Accidente,
Huerto.
abogados. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Let's see. What would it be? Policia hombres. Buddy cops.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh,
you.
look at you.
I thought you were just spouting out words.
I
didn't
thought
know
you were going to say
actually knew how to
something very
speak it.
deeply anti-Semitic, and then you went with the Spanish, so that was fun. Ooh.
No.
Mm.
I'm very pro everybody except the whites. They're the worst.
The worst. So much privilege.
Did they go to the pizza party? They did.
Yeah, that's what they were blown away
invited.
by the pizza party. We went full corporate on that one. We were like, morale is low. Pizza party.
Right.
Slapping the sticker on it. Like
the company record profits this year.
Record profits.
Pizza party.
The funny part was in the beginning where I thought they were trolling us. They're like, instead of like banking the money that they get from their patrons, they went and threw a pizza party, and I was like, wasn't that expensive, but also
it wasn't
the
it wasn't that
Patreon
expensive.
Like patrons pay for us to be there. Like literally, like we travel with that money to these events.
It wasn't that expensive, but we also went deeply into debt
for different
for
reasons.
That pizza party.
The pizza is what hit the overdraft.
Yeah, we learned very early that for tax purposes, you want to end up as close to zero as possible at the end of the year, and we way overshot it. Like we are bad at business.
Can confirm, but it's not the end of the year yet.
No, we jumped the shark on that one. Jump the shark. Whatever
the real problem
is.
And we, hindsight is 2020. We probably should have seen this coming. The problem is we ended up buying a 2-seater sports car for a 3-man podcast. But we spent $1.5 million. So,
but you got to spend money to spend money.
It's all a write-off.
Sorry,
Dan. How could you just shouting like that, like a maniac?
I need to yell at my son.
That's fine.
Back in my day.
Oh, I should probably also pull up the chat. I'm like getting everything prepped, but
we were mentioned on
is not there.
The Jokery podcast.
Yeah, apparently Jason Sullivan is starting drama in their super secret girls only, no boys allowed group chat they've got going.
Yeah.
Oh, Tay.
Luke and Ben are not too happy.
Luke is upset with us, and I gave him the boilerplate legal stuff where the entity known as AWP is in no way responsible for any actions or reactions to Jason Gilligan Sullivan of the Newfoundland Islands.
True.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Fact check. Did Luke show up as a surprise? Yeah.
Wait, was Luke at Maker Camp?
I believe so. I got a picture of him.
He's the one with the mustache, right?
That's Stone.
I mean, there's a mustache in there. In the facial area.
I'm going to be honest. I just kind of mix all these podcasts up.
He's got a mustache, but it goes over his whole face.
Any guy without a full beard, they all just look the same to me.
A face stash?
I think it's just called a stash at that point.
A forehead stash? Four stash?
Oh,
buy once,
so
cry
cute.
once. The problem
Look at the baby. He's so cute. She's sleeping right now.
Oh, that's a baby.
I know, sorry.
Look at the baby. Also, I want you to know that seeing other people holding your baby like a week after I couldn't feels deeply personally
It's
hurtful.
Family. Familia. Great grandma. Great grandma's allowed to hold baby.
You can't tell great grandma no.
Yeah. Also,
she's put in the work.
Dude, no, Dan, she put in the work. That's her 13th great grandchild.
Good God.
Yeah.
Get off of these girls.
Like,
are they all from you?
No.
Jesus.
But like, she had so many kids so close together that like there was tons of, Emma's got tons of aunts and uncles, like 30 cousins, and now they're all having kids. So yeah, there's.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know. Ugh.
I can't
Mormons, am I right?
I can't believe great grandma got to hold the baby before Uncle Braden.
Well, Uncle B Ride, listen. That's it. I didn't actually have a thing afterwards. It's just, yeah, I thought it would shut you up or you would rebuttal.
Braden, if it makes you feel better, you can come over and hold one of my children if you want, if that makes you feel better.
I think they're at the age where
John, can Braden hold you?
Huh?
John, can Braden hold you? He just wants to hold you like a baby. I think that's a no.
I'm pretty sure we just set off some flags somewhere in some database.
Probably.
Yeah, I think you need to have like a conversation with him that the second hold you like a baby comes into conversation, his immediate answer should be no, and then get the details. Not details. Then no.
Oh, there you go, Morgan. Braden, you can hold Morgan for $5.
You get to hold Morgan, and he's going to pay me $5. That's a hell of a deal.
It sounds like he wants you to pay him.
It's ambiguous.
Somehow we're both losing money on that one.
Every time I hear that word, I cannot help but think of that old SNL skit, the ambiguously gay duo.
Oh yeah. Greg and what's his name?
I can't remember their names, but I just remember they used to fly around on a floating phallic object.
I heard something and now I can't unhear it every time I hear this word, and it was just some skit of like they're in court and the one lawyer is like, Mr. Jones is a habitual liar, and he jumps over the counter and goes, "Who you calling a habitch?" And I cannot hear habitual without that.
Matt says they were Mike and Gary. Okay, that's fitting.
So I got one of them.
Yeah. How'd you get Gary?
I don't know. There's
How'd you
just
know Gary?
How many Garys do you know?
SpongeBob's pet.
Yep. End of list. Yeah. Meanwhile,
I
Mike,
feel like we have a Gary patron.
you can't swing a total boat part B hardener around without hitting like 3 mics, right?
This is accurate.
Yeah.
That is.
How will I know who
Or
it is?
fart frame in a mic.
Keith
will I know
got
who
a
it
real
is?
kick out of
Well-
that one, by the way.
It's the white guy with a beard.
Which white guy with a beard? You gotta really tell us which one.
You know the one.
Also, I don't know what's going on, but I switched cameras with Emma. That's right. This one's not dialed in.
You know, the
I
one
like-
wearing brunt.
I either look pink or I look. Oh, there we go. That's a little more skin tony.
That's more magenta.
Yeah, but hold on.
Pete, say ooh.
Ooh,
Yep.
Oh,
ooh.
you just
Dialed-
need the, you
dialed
just need
in.
the little cat ears.
Dialed in.
Oh, let me get my cat ears. I got them somewhere here.
Of course you do.
See,
Oh,
that's
speaking
that's
of
the kind
cat
of
ears.
judgment that is causing our country to be divided.
I printed the bat mask for my cat.
How did he take it?
Didn't go
Poorly.
well. Didn't go well.
Let's just
I got
say
it.
It has scratches.
There was
all down his
vengeance.
face.
vengeance.
Yeah. I bet if I printed one big enough for Max, he'd wear it. Ooh,
Well,
I'll bet
yeah.
he'd wear this mustache.
I don't want to be that guy, but Max is already wearing like
Batman.
a dark mask.
Okay.
What are you
That's-
saying?
He's a black
you know what
lab.
he's saying. This is
Oh, is he a
this is how
lab?
we get canceled.
Is he a black lab or is he something else? I forget what the
Max is actually a border collie / yellow lab. His mama was a border collie, a black and white border collie, and his daddy was a yellow lab.
His Max was born and his daddy said, "Whose friggin' puppy is that?"
That's why he got put up for adoption. I did a Max picture today.
Oh, does he have a
Aw.
little white on his little?
Yeah, he's
little
got
tuxedo?
a white patch and he's got a tiny white on both of his front paws. And
Ain't
now he's getting a
that
beard.
Just
Wow,
the
He's
cute-
getting a gray beard.
Pete, do you have unclosed rings?
No, I don't. Oh, my watch is charging. That's why. Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's right. I have to. Sorry, I gotta work out. I gotta close my
Uh.
rings.
You got to work out now.
No, I actually worked out
Is it-
right before. Yeah, I'm
All lower arms.
I'm gonna be basically record standing. Hopefully, get close that activity ring.
Are you just gonna like run in place while we're recording?
I'm on a treadmill this whole time. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up?
Why does it sound like Pete's going up and down?
the little jiggly machine. Oh, so dumb.
I've always wanted to try those things that you just wrap around your waist and they just shake.
They can't
Have
do
you seen-
anything.
How does that work?
They cannot do actually anything. I don't know.
They also have those like the ball hula hoop things where it's like a ball on a rope and you do this and you
Oh, yeah.
apparently lose weight.
Not familiar with that one.
That used to be popular in the 90s, except you put it around your feet and you would jump.
Oh
it.
yeah, the one oh Jesus, the one where you would jump around and like
Yeah, jump around.
jump
Mhm.
around.
Jump
It was one on one leg. Yeah,
jump up and get down.
that must have been a good workout. All right, I finally got my color
Peter's
dialed in.
gonna run 3.5 miles at 2 a.m.
Wait,
the heck?
so
No,
if
the
you
key
stand,
is-
that counts as an activity?
Yes, because it's.
If you move back and forth, does it?
I'm just gonna
can
do a
it
lot of
detect
this.
you moving back and forth?
All right, I guess I'm just recording the
No.
podcast like this.
Today
I'm
I
getting my
might not,
exercise.
because the goal is you got to close it by midnight. That's the problem. So I might change my time zone to like Nebraska. Give me an extra hour.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I
can
mean,
feel
heck,
the
if you're
muscles
doing that,
develop.
why not change it to like Hawaii or something? That's
But
like
I did work out
6
for
hours behind
38
for you.
minutes today, which is, something. I don't know. I've been working out every single day for the last almost month, with the exception of the 5 days you guys were here. Because
Oh,
the-
don't
with the
worry.
exception-
We worked out.
With the exception of the only time there was witnesses.
hey, there's witnesses. It's in
Oh
the
yeah, he's
it's
got
in the
a
app.
point.
Nick Brim is as God, and Nick Brim and Paul Jackman are my witness because we share activity with each other.
Oh,
I've been closing them rings.
how delightful.
Let's see what Jackman did today.
Oh yeah, I also.
Hey, Paul Jackman,
Get-
don't be throwing shade. What is this? What is
Wow.
that?
Oh, he's
What is
sharing
that?
his rings.
Yeah. And look at that face. You little troll, you. He plays hockey twice a week, and he thinks that makes up for the other 5 days.
That's some part-time
Oh.
ring closing.
Oh, he held back because of tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Friday?
Is it because of your nodes?
His nodes. Let's see what. No, all right, fine. Nick Brim closes rings.
I would never let you
Oh,
guys keep track
Friday's
of me
hockey.
like that. I don't.
You
Thi-
guys
That
already
makes
have
me
my
uncomfortable.
location. I
Listen,
don't need you
thi-
seeing the lack of movement after I
Right.
go to McDonald's and then home.
No, you ever want to
That's
feel bad about
two.
yourself? Don't share activity with Mike Suter, because he rode the bike 20 miles today, and then he walked for a
Jesus.
mile and a half, and then
I
he
don't even
he
like
hiked for 3
driving
miles.
20 miles.
I know.
Like, driving 20 miles is too far for me.
Actually,
I won't even drive 20 miles for McDonald's.
since I started wearing this, because it counts your steps and
I
how
might.
far you've walked, like at the end of every day, I'd be like, I haven't left the house. How have I walked 3.5 miles within this house? That's probably my anxiety. I'm just like walking around the house, constantly moving. This, according to my watch, I masturbated 3 miles today. Yo, that Norm Abrams clip is so funny. I can't believe someone found that.
It's kind of funny, but I'm also very uncomfortable with
No,
making fun
it's
of Norm
great.
Abrams. Like he's a saint.
You jack it, let it rest a little bit. You jack it again. When did you stop? So good.
Wait, so
Not Norm
managed,
Abrams though. Come on.
Nick managed to work like a real job and then also rode
Don't
a
say
bike
that
10
too loud.
miles. I, on the other hand, sat in this chair for 8 hours. And then I came back to sit in this chair for like another 4 hours.
That sounds like a you problem. Maybe you should be walking.
I sat
at
in a
your
lawn
desk.
chair and watched Sutton clean out my table saw. I'm such a dick. No, I'm kidding. I was trying not to get dirty before I went to the eye doctor today. And I was like, here are your options. You can make cutting boards, you can sweep the shop, or you can clean out that table saw, which really needs done. And he chose the table saw.
Well,
So
that's because he's stupid.
He chose the craziest thing. Poor guy.
Mm.
Imagine having Dan as your boss.
he had a really easy day today. We just went on a field trip. We went to 2 different sawmills.
So you guys may have noticed that Nick Brim is not here today, and we do actually
Oh,
have a
man.
guest
He's in the chat. Do we have a guest today?
as in the place of Nick Brim not being here. We have a bush light.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna set this back here.
yeah. Just put it on the corner where everybody can see it in remembrance.
It
Hey,
was
Nick.
very hydrating. That was really great. Like after a workout, it's just pure water. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
But lighter than a seltzer, it's really nice. What did you say, Nick? This guy. Wait, actually, do I might have his hat.
So, anyways, rings, huh?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Not gonna have to worry about that.
No, I've just been trying to eat better. And that's not going well because I still had McDonald's egg McMuffins this morning. Not egg McMuffins, sausage McMuffins. I can't have egg.
Well, that's because
That'll have to do.
breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So technically, you were getting a jump start. That is health food.
Need like an
I mean, it's just sausage, cheese, and a muffin. I mean, how bad could it be?
Ain't no bluffing with that muffin.
That's what I'm saying.
Here we go. There's Nick Brim.
Oh, yeah. Dan and I's rings are cholesterol rings inside our arteries, and they are completed.
They are closing up.
When they change from rings to full-blown spheres, we have problems.
They start closing up. It's
I
But
can
it-
only do one major life change at a time. I can't.
yeah. Alex, onion rings. That's his rings. I gotta say though, it is the worst thing ever. I am constantly sore. The last thing I wanted to do after fighting with my dust collector was to go work out. Work out for 30 minutes before the podcast. But I feel better. Much as I hate to
look at
admit
you.
it, I'm not getting as winded going up and down the stairs. Next, I
Well,
gotta
let's
work
be
on that
honest.
diet.
Let's be honest. You're just going up and down the stairs less. Is that it? You're just like, I'm gonna
Emma, since
group
you're
up.
upstairs, throw him down. But this is the big problem right here: is the beer and my newest addiction because of you buttholes.
Yeah.
Dodge pretzels? Yeah. These are great.
Those are
So
amazing.
good.
I like chips and pretzels, anything crunchy, and
Mhm.
I started being like, oh, you know what? Let me have pretzels because like they're not as like greasy as like chips, whatever. Pretzels are way denser, way worse for you.
And those
Yeah.
are even worse
Oh,
Dots,
because they're buttery, they're garlicky.
know.
they're
they're
straight
amazing.
crack. Straight crack-a-cola.
So I've been trying to just smaller servings. I'll just keep refilling a small dish.
I just keep giving up.
Here's the fat tax that I do. So I'll go downstairs if I have to
Dots,
work
cheese
on my
girls?
desk. What?
They're not as
Oh.
good.
So you fill up a little cup or whatever. I'll walk up the stairs and bring it up here. So if I want a refill, I have to go up and down the stairs. So
Ooh,
it
that's
negates
a-
it.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. So I just
Is
cancel out the
Dan-
calories.
Have you found the garlic parmesan ones? Or the
No, not
Parmesan
yet. These are
dots?
from Costco. So this is like the industrial bag.
Industrial strength.
Yeah.
When
Heavy
you
duty.
find the Parmesan ones, they are phenomenal. They also cause the most like
Gnarly
Heart
breath.
damage.
gnarly, like normally you can smell your own farts and you're like, yeah, I did that. Proud. These are like, I gotta leave the room. Good Lord.
I still feel bad that I may have wrecked Nick Brim's stomach with
Wrecked him.
something
Damn
that we
near
ate.
killed him.
because Nick was in pain. Well, he lost a lot of weight though while he was here, which is great. Actually, he
I
said
think he had a tapeworm.
that he actually peaked on weight, like while he was like when he got back. He's like, I haven't been this heavy in a while.
And it's like 170.
Yeah, screw you, Brim.
I also never knew that Nick was so health conscious. You know, he actually does his own thing. He's
Like, I'm aware
very
of what I should do.
Nick's very low key and quiet, and he's one of those
I'm
guys
not
that
in
just
a
like has a
health
whole
coma.
different hobby that we don't know about. You
I'm
can't trust
conscious.
us.
I know what's happening. I just don't care.
I
Yeah,
am
garlic
awake and
parm-
aware.
Garlic parm is the green bags.
You're
And they're
conscious. You're
so
health
good.
woke.
I'm health woke. No, we're not woke. Don't say that because then we lose listeners.
Does Nick use organic bear oil?
Bear oil. Ooh, that
Oh,
is
beard.
right.
Beard oil.
Oh, I prefer
don't know.
bear oil.
I was
Where,
on.
where
a
does the
scroll-
bear oil come from? The bear
glands.
testes? The bear
The
glands?
bear glands.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to milk them. The
Bears
bear
have
glands.
nipples. Can you milk them?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually
Once. Once.
Once. Maybe one tug.
If you can even get that tug.
Guys, do we have questions this week?
We do. I'm pulling them up. You keep talking about
All
milking
right.
bears.
We have a couple, and then
Mm.
I think I have a maybe a question or a topic that we could throw in if we are short on, or if we're
Oh, hit me with it.
if we move quick.
Wait a minute. Were you just talking into your screwdriver like it was a mic? Because that confused the hell out of me.
Ooh, what you want, baby?
What's your topic?
I want to talk about
You and me.
tool.
Let's
The
talk about
election.
sex, baby.
Nope.
I will talk about
wanna
the election. Everybody get out and vote.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
that's it.
Boom.
Make good choices.
Yeah.
I want to talk about tools or things that we've added to the shop that we have either like we got them thinking that we'd use them all the time and never do, or things where we bought into the hype and we're so incredibly disappointed.
I
Okay.
love this topic, and it actually aligns with something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Are you going to talk about the thing that you were complaining about earlier?
That will be mentioned as just like a what's on my bench.
Okay.
But I kind of want to talk about, like, well, we'll get into it in a podcast, but essentially tools you use and like what are your favorites, what are your least favorite if you had to get rid of a tool, like that kind of topic. And I think it goes along with that.
Like Pete CNC.
Yeah. Oh, I still would never get rid of that. That is the best table. It's dead flat. Solid. All right, let me get these questions rolled in here.
My poor wife.
My wife.
She went to Walgreens and she thought it would be quick to get some prescriptions in the drive-thru, and there's still 7 cars in front of her.
But she lied.
Let's see.
It's always busy there.
We're at 224 already? Jesus.
224, 225. How much fun did Pete have wrapping up Dan's sweater? Poor Dan.
It's fine. I've had this
No,
like
it's
weird
more like
cough
poor
ever
Pete.
since.
That sweater has seen some stuff, man.
It has. That's why I went in a biohazard bag.
Yeah, that makes sense, really.
I was like, I remember
Well, it's my
having these
favorite.
somewhere. I was like, what are you looking for? Do we have
I don't
biohazard
know.
bags?
I don't know what it is about that hoodie, but it makes me feel thinner. That's
Uh,
why I like
it's a
it.
zip up.
It's because the material is physically thin.
No.
It really is.
Well,
I've
it's
thinned it
that.
out.
But Dan, I know what you mean. It's the zip up effect because it'll hug you in the middle, but you can like unzip it so it kind of flares
There's
out
no
and it just
zipper
makes
on
you
it.
look.
There's no zipper
Oh,
on
I
it.
thought there was a zip up.
No,
Oh, never
there
mind.
shouldn't be.
That's my
If there was a
skinny
zipper on
hoodie
it, you
is a
sent me the
zip
wrong
up.
one.
Oh, never mind. I thought I had a zipper. It didn't. But
It doesn't.
hey, if it makes you feel skinny, that's all that matters.
It does.
That's right.
I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
It doesn't
I
matter
feel
if you are
good.
skinny, as long as you feel
When
skinny.
you have
Feels
a piece
skinny.
of clothing, when you wear it, you just feel good about yourself. You're like, yes. this
That's
is why
why
like
I
this
wear a lot of
shirt.
black because it's
It's my
slimming.
corset.
This corset. Except
I
for that.
haven't breathed since 23.
Who needs breathing when you look this skinny? All right, we have a.
Is that what I'm doing wrong?
Are you even breathing,
every
bro?
time every time I've heard the quote, nothing. Let's see, what is it? Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I just feel like those people have never had Dots pretzels.
Yeah, cowards.
Or a lot of things.
A lot.
Cheeseburgers, pizza.
Oh, speaking of which,
Pizza
have you
what?
guys tried? I know that Pete is basically on, he's Dr. Atkins at this point, but
No.
have you guys tried the McChicken Big Mac?
No,
No.
isn't
That is
it?
out now?
Isn't it like E. coli right now?
Oh God, I
No,
hope
that's just the quarter pounder. That's
I
my.
hope
Oh,
so.
just
my
a quarter
go-to.
pound. Oh, where do they store
yeah, it's
those?
the onions.
Is it like
it's the
it's
onions.
different shelves? Okay.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
there was a big thing in Nebraska and Colorado where at least one person has died from E. coli on the McDonald's onions.
Oh boy.
That's
Yeah.
the worst way to go. So what
Yeah,
what
right.
happened? An onion killed him. Terrible way to go.
Twas the drink that killed him.
So good.
Was he an
Hold on,
alcoholic?
I'm pulling it up.
No, he got hit by a Budweiser truck.
Onions recalled in deadly E. coli outbreaks linked to McDonald's quarter
Deadly E.
pounders.
coli.
New York Times. I thought it was in Nebraska too.
I want to know what the New York Times is doing talking about Nebraska. Why don't you focus on your own state?
Hey, just be happy you're in the limelight for once.
Yeah.
But never for anything good.
Yay.
No, you guys are in the news for a lot of good things, like that one giant guy that you guys have somewhere.
Mr. Buffet.
Yeah, and then there's that one restaurant with all the livestock that is also raccoons.
Runza? Nope, that's not right. Wait, that could be Runza, depending on what part
no,
of the
they're-
Colorado, Kansas, Utah, Wyoming, portions of Idaho, Iowa, Missouri, Montana, and Nebraska. Jeez.
Yeah. Pete, it's time for you to come out to Nebraska, not so that we can cook you Nebraska, New Jersey style Texas barbecue, but
So
we
I can
just wanna
take you to
some-
McDonald's.
we want to take you to some restaurants where we're really proud of the raccoons.
I am terrified for my health, but
We
I
should-
genuinely want to go there.
It is phenomenal.
I have an
chicken.
idea.
Ooh,
Okay.
holla at me. Does Pete move to Nebraska?
Well, not necessarily move, but like if you ever do come here, we need to go there. But let's like, if this ever happens, let's try to lock down permission to do a live podcast from the Alpine Inn so we can have the raccoons in the background.
The Alpine Inn doesn't even take credit card. Do you think that they've got Wi-Fi?
I mean,
This
we
is a
could
good
just
point.
start doing an Instagram live right from there and just flip the camera around and just
Oh yeah, we could just
point
do
it,
that.
just
Yeah,
point
we
it
could
at
do
the
that.
raccoons.
Like clawing
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
at the windows.
But I want the bar seat that you can throw it. I don't want to sit at some table where they're going to bust my wings and then throw them to the wildlife. No. I want to do the work. I'll even tip extra.
Yeah, I feel like Pete's gonna come out here, Dan, and then we're gonna go on like a ironically we're a beef state, but we're gonna go on like a chicken tour because we gotta do
Oh yeah,
Alpine.
we
Well,
gotta
yeah.
go to Dirty Birds.
Gotta do
By
Dirty
the way, I'm
Birds.
going tomorrow probably.
I want Raising Canes.
Braden.
What Braden Canes? Is that what it is? I want
Raising
that one
Cane's?
because I gotta try the cane sauce. Apparently, I also need to have a
Mm.
Casey's breakfast pizza.
Yes.
So like, I need the full tour, which is why I'm trying to lose weight. So if I go to Nebraska, I don't die. Also,
Yeah,
I can't go back until I get my CPR certification re-upped.
If you go into like your heart stops, you can't CPR yourself. So one of us
Not with
needs
that
to get it.
attitude.
You can't.
I got nipples. Can you CPR me?
You can do the Heimlich on yourself.
That is correct. And
Yep.
also, as a doctor, because I'm the boss of nurses, none of the nurses find that joke funny. But I'm a
Have you
medical
tried Nurse
professional,
Daddy?
and I can tell you that is not the same thing.
What, Heimliching and CPRing?
Heimliching and CPRing.
Well, yeah, CPR is completely different. They just, yeah, Heimlich is from behind. CPR is
From the front.
non-consensual kissing.
What are you
Nebraska
doing? I'm
Diabetes
awake.
food tour. Yes.
Hey
We're
guys,
gonna go on a Paula
is Nick.
damn circle of town. Just a lot of butter.
It's the
Now you're
Paula
talking my
Dean
language.
neighborhood. All right, I'm just getting the last question ready here. This is good. We have some good questions this week. I assume we have questions this week. I don't know if they're good. I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're good.
We have
Yes.
questions.
Braden,
They are pretty good questions.
I'm probably going to Dirty Birds tomorrow. Me and Sutton are. If you want to join us.
Why try to get food poisoning with a high Q right now?
Because John Herbolsheimer from Living Laugh Woodworks texted me and asked me if I wanted to go to lunch.
Well, at that point, it's out of your hands.
Yeah, I have
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, obviously.
a VIP patron. You can't say no.
Is that how
That's
this
true.
works?
That's business.
Let's see. Okay, got Nick here. We got a new. Has Nick Vreeland called in before?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's called in before.
He might be a patron as well. I'm not 100% sure, but we got a voicemail from him. And we have the legal limit of 2 voicemails from Alex Adams.
Alex
He
snuck
said
a
in
second
2.
one in there.
Yeah. So he's
I
got
saw
2.
one. I didn't see a
There was
second
one
Yeah, I just
earlier
saw
in the
one.
week.
Oh, that's how he does that.
Yeah, he
Mm.
sneaks.
Sneaky.
He sent one in on the
Look-
21st, and then he sent one in on the today.
That
Today.
trickster.
That trickster. But he's still within the legal limit. It's okay. So we'll allow it. All right. What should we get into voicemails?
Nick Vreeland is a patron
Yeah, I thought he
from
was.
NV Woodshop.
Awesome sauce. Well, welcome to the army.
He's been a patron since September 25th, 2024.
Also, what's going on in this chat? I'm ignoring it all. Like Pete CNC. Oh, Morgan said that. Ha ha ha. Hey. Hey, there's no guilt on that either, because not like it was like a sponsored thing. I paid for my CNC, which makes me feel better about not using it. Then I have like my fiber laser that I don't use as much as I should. That I owe a lot of content on.
Oh, I feel the same way about my Thunder. I haven't.
Thunder? Thunder?
Here's what we do, Dan. Anytime you've got something where you owe content, just bring it over to my shop. I'll record content and I'll just text it to you, and you can just post it.
Okay.
Yo,
and I'll get I'll
Do I have to
print-
leave the tool there for perpetuity, or how's this work?
No, a couple minutes.
just CGI his face.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll get a paper Dan face mask.
Well, no, you got to do it like the podcast wars thing, where it was just like,
Just shoddy.
just like as they're moving, it's just like a still face in different angles.
Oh, like what I did for Firm Grit for the
Yeah, where you CGI'd
operating
yourself over
system.
Nick Brim. Yeah, I can't believe you had that poster in there.
I know, couldn't believe it.
Ouch.
Yeah,
I had no idea that Milwaukee even made tool belts, which looking at it, like hindsight is 2020. I have no idea why I wouldn't think that Milwaukee would not make tool belts.
They
but
make the best tool belts.
do they?
I don't know. I just wanted to start some shit.
I mean, it's electric boogie woogie woogie.
Sorry to go off the rails here for a second, but
Oh, we've never done that before.
it's kind of on working with brands, right? And in certain
What
cases,
brands?
working with brands that may be, I don't know, like really east of here, like far east, let's just say.
Hmm.
And like this one brand, we're already locked down to like work together. We're just waiting for the thing to launch. And they just reached out if I'd be interested in participating in the launch. And I'm like, we're working together already. What are you talking about?
Here, just
Speaking of-
add me in, like add me into the chat, and then we'll just be like, hey, this is my other channel. We'll see how many we can stack on top of each other.
The other one was it was a email chain, and they sent an initial like it wasn't a contract, but they're like, here's the deliverables, and it was one reel, one story, and then they responded with like, here's the updated deliverables, 2 reels, 1 story. And I'm like, hey, like you mentioned, wanting to promote for Black
Reels,
Friday.
One story that reminds me of a video I watched on the internet.
Stop
a
it.
while back.
And then I go, so how about 1 reel and I'll give you 4 stories. We'll do 1 a week until Black Friday. So keep hyping it up. I get way better if you're trying to have me push something to Amazon. You're more likely to get more people to click a link if it's in a story. And they respond back with, how about 2 reels and 1 story? I'm like, okay, there's clearly a language barrier here. Or you're really ballsy and just ignored my entire statement. I was like, that's fine.
Pete, how about 2 reels, 1 story?
How about I do 1 reel and 2 stories? So I start recording on the first floor and then I take the stairs to the second
Ew.
story.
What if they came back and they said, what about
Oh,
3
sorry.
reels,
Took me a second.
1 story?
I would just be like, no. 2 is really my limit because this item doesn't even cost what I would charge for a reel. So
Speaking of brands from the Far East, I haven't heard back from that one that I responded to when I was at your house.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Um,
They probably ghosted me. They were very excited.
Weird.
Hey, we love your content. How would you like to do this? Oh, yeah, I'd love it.
Some intern was on a
Crickets.
sugar rush, sending out emails.
Probably.
They
Yeah.
probably looked at the last time and they were like, wait a minute, this guy never
Wait a
actually
minute.
posted.
Wait,
We keep sending him.
I'm starting to scroll up in
Things.
this message here.
For the record, this was a different email chain, I think. I don't think it was the original email chain.
By the way, Jason Sullivan, as far as the cookbook goes, I am actually collecting recipes so that one day I can like just give them to my daughter and be like, here, this is how daddy makes bread.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Grill,
Pop Tarts.
cheese, bread optional. No, but actually, like anytime I make stuff on a smoker, I take like full notes now of like, this time I did this, this time I did this, and
Have
it's
you used
helped me dial it in.
Scribe? Have you used Scribe to show exactly how to do it in PDF format?
Scribe? No, gross.
I did my brisket. I don't know if you did this to your brisket or if it was just the pulled pork.
What'd you do to it, Dan?
I added apple juice and pineapple juice.
Oh, I didn't do it to the brisket. I usually add tallow
I
and then
did.
I do the full wrap.
I
This
did.
time I listened
I
to a
smoked it
friend.
to 165 and then I put it in a tray that it just barely fit in.
hmm
And then I put a little apple juice and pineapple juice in the tray and then wrap that.
Yeah, dude.
We
it's-
call that method the Braden jeans method.
I mean, so the pulled pork,
stuffing it in a pan that it barely fits in.
we did half pineapple juice and half, instead of apple juice, I did apple cider. And yeah, that's the key. But pineapple juice, a secret weapon, guys. And anytime, here's the best part. Anytime I'm barbecuing and I'm like, oh snap, I'm out of pineapple juice, I go to the liquor store. They have it.
Of course,
Because it's
You
a mixer.
mean a virgin mixer?
A virgin. Look, they got just mixers here.
2 days ago, I smoked
day
the
ago.
pork loin.
Oh god, I
They
think it
had
was
them on
gonna.
sale at Baker's.
I for a second thought you were gonna say like you started smoking or something.
Oh no,
Like, you can't drink now.
No.
2 days ago, I smoked a
Marlboros.
cigarette,
Yeah, I'm not drinking anymore, so I picked up smoking.
rolled it up in
Um,
my sleeve, walked around the shop, greasing
Smoked
my
the pork
hair.
loin, put teriyaki as a binder on it.
Ooh,
Interesting. Okay.
That was the move. That was a good move.
Listen, if you want to do it truly Texas style, Dr. Pepper.
No, God, no, I can't bring myself to do that. Just feels too American. You know what I mean?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, you don't like feeling a little extra bonus American?
The only thing worse than that is like maybe using Mountain Dew or something. I just can't
Well,
do it.
Only
you know
thing
they.
worse than feeling American is communism.
So I've seen videos where people actually reduce like Dr. Pepper in a pan because it's just sugar water.
It's sugar water.
Yeah, and they, like reduce it in a pan and they use that as a glaze,
Is
and that's just terrible.
I saw somebody make their own Dr. Pepper just by putting barbecue sauce in a Coca-Cola.
Okay,
Oh,
and
God.
with that, let's
Yes.
listen to voicemails.
Yes.
That was
Blech.
that's all TikTok.
What? Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, speaking
pot
of
recipe.
that, before you do that,
Okay.
did
Did
you
he?
guys send me the mayonnaise shot with vodka and mayonnaise?
I saw it and I
No.
thought I could send this to Dan, but this just feels like a little bit much.
Somebody else sent it to me. I can't remember. It may have been Logan Newman. And I was
Why
like,
no-
actually, that looks pretty good. I'd do that. I'd do that.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
It was okay.
It was
Tequila,
mayonnaise-
mayonnaise,
it-
and
what-
hot sauce.
It was called like a
What?
rat's intestine or something like that. Or a
Yeah.
tapeworm.
You mean a rat's
It was
ass?
called a tapeworm. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Pull
No.
up the questions and I'll figure it
Don't. That video doesn't need any more views.
out.
So bad. Actually, wait.
What do you
Before we
think?
get into questions, we got something to announce, show off. I guess. I don't know.
I think we should wait.
No, we
I
can
think we
do
should
a
wait
little
until we
teaser.
all have them so we can all.
No, Pete's excited because he gets to hold on to him for
yeah,
a few
he
days.
gets.
I'll
them, he
send it
gets
to you
the
guys as
special
soon as the
boy.
check clears. Don't worry.
Right.
I think we should wait so we can all share them at the same time
I agree.
together.
Yeah, the tapeworm shot. Logan sent it to me.
Whatever.
You've already posted them.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, that was just for. That was for you guys. And I sent some photos to Ash. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's
That's gross.
horrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it here because we got
No,
a dozen
no,
dozen of
no.
people.
No, don't you do it, Pete? Don't you
What do you
do
want?
it? No,
Oh, come on, man. Why are you gonna ruin it?
Pete. I will
It's the
make
back.
life difficult for you.
That's the
I'll
back.
find a way.
Smells like Odie's.
I'll kill somebody.
No, it's schmalris oil.
I know. My
Um,
cat's being needy right now.
oh, is he? Is he trying to be Batman? Is he trying to
Batman.
If I ignore him, he should. If you watch on my left,
vengeance?
he'll
Oh,
probably
Justice.
paw me.
I'm Batcat.
Batcat. Speaking of Batcat, here's Alex Adams. Oh wait, I should probably turn on the thing so we don't do the thing where like you guys can't hear the audio. Here's Alex Adams.
Hey guys, it's Alex at Type A Furniture, and my question is, what do you guys look for in a laptop or
man?
computer that
Oh.
you're using for a shop or just your business in general? I know that I personally use my cell phone as much as possible, but there's just certain things that are easier to do on the laptop or computer. Mine is
Name
personally
one.
getting pretty old and I need to replace it soon.
Porn.
So I'm curious what you guys look for. Of course, everyone's use case is different, whether they need it for CNC, 3D print, just going through and making customer documents, or if it's going to be the primary tool for
Customer documents,
video
what is
editing
that?
and dealing with all those video files for content. So I'm curious what you guys look for and if there's anything in particular that you guys recommend.
A good question.
At least one HDMI port.
At least. Well, now it's all about USB-C.
It's got to have 4K for the porn too.
As a nerd, I love that USB-C has been invented because it's power for all devices. You can charge your phone up to your laptop with it, and it also does data.
No,
Oh, you're because you're
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
don't.
poor.
You have.
you said
Yeah,
it. You know what's actually infuriating is now that we upgraded our phones, I have so many lightning cables in the house from like years of working at Apple where they gave it away for free, and like I have all of them all over the
That
house.
was the
and
weirdest, most uncomfortable thing.
and I just like don't know what to do with them. I guess a couple things still charge with it, but what a waste. I need to get some
Ooh,
USB-C.
braid them together into a lot of short ropes.
So no joke, when we worked at Apple, because we would work with customers and like you wanted to make sure that no one stole your cables. Customers always try to jack your stuff. So we would take
Customers are the worst.
And keep them in your pants.
yeah, basically. So we would
Through
take
the
a
zipper hole.
lightning cable or like two lightning cables and a 30 pin back in a day, and we would actually braid them and zip tie the two ends so that it was like this obnoxious bundle, but it had all the cables we needed for testing. Yeah. Old school Apple stuff.
I would keep mine to where the lightning part was coming out through the top of my jeans, and then the USB part was coming out through the little zipper in the crotchal region. So it was like a loop.
Also, do you guys remember the 30 pin connector, the wide iPod and
course.
Thick boy.
Also, it would like lock in. Oh, so nice, so good.
Lock in.
Anyway, speaking of locking in, Alex Adams with this other question.
Hey
What's up,
guys,
Jake?
it's Alex at Type A Furniture, and my question relates to a future client build that I have, and it's going to be for two 6-foot by 6-foot tables that can get pushed together to be one large table, or they can be separate and be tables on their own. The tricky part about this project is the fact that it's going to be an outdoor piece. It's going to be on kind of like a concrete and brick patio that's going to be covered. So it's not going to be in full sun all the time, but it's still an outdoor project. And it's going to have Doug fir beams as the top from a previous building that they own, because that's what they wanted to use for sentimental reasons. And then they also want those like thick metal caster wheels that are like 6 or 8 inches in diameter. So those wheels and the fact that it's like dug for the top are kind of my primary concerns when building this. Because I don't know if I'm going to have to go all the way to like penetrating epoxy or just fill in the holes on these dug fir beams with epoxy, and then use something like, I don't know, maybe like a spar varnish or a urethane. I'm not sure exactly what I should try and go with on that one. So looking for some insight there. And then if there's anything that you guys can think of when it comes to durability of those metal wheels, because it's kind of that strictly metal, no like thin urethane on there. And I'm trying to think of ways to make sure that I can keep that nice and durable and last, so it doesn't get beat up and look like crap after a while.
I wonder if those
So
are
thanks for your
galvanized. I'm
thoughts,
picturing
and looking
galvanized
forward
wheels.
to hearing what you guys have to say.
I definitely know what he's talking about. They're almost like
Alex, are those galvanized wheels?
oh yeah,
Since
he's
you're
in
the
a
chat?
yeah. I'm imagining those like it's a flat cylinder type of wheel, and very like industrial, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You see them in every brewery or burger joint where
Yeah.
you're gonna spend
Exactly
$25 on a
that.
burger.
Steampunk wheels.
Yeah.
All I know is I hear Douglas fir, and I think that that's like the hoity-toityest of woods. Like that's top hat wearing wood. Douglas fir.
Douglas fir at your service.
Well, says he doesn't know
Probably
if the wheels
not.
are galvanized or not. If you lick them, you can tell.
If it
By the way, it is.
Like if
yeah.
it shocks you. Wait,
Oh.
that's 9-volt batteries. Never mind. That's different.
if you put a 9-volt battery to the wheel and then like
Then it's
Yeah.
zesty, like something that
or if a best way to tell is actually seriously put the wheel in a freezer for a little bit and then touch it to your tongue after it's frozen. It's gotten really
The,
cold.
the wheel needs to be in the freezer for
It
at
needs
least an hour and a half.
At least an hour and a half.
At least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe even spritz it with some water and then freeze it and then touch it. And if your
Best way to
tongue
test.
comes off, then it's galvanized. If it doesn't, it's funny.
Also
Well,
record
then it's a Christmas
this.
story.
Then it's funny.
Either way, definitely content.
I mean, Douglas fir is great. So living in Jersey, there's a lot of really old, crappy homes here that are always getting torn down. And I've actually had some people they're like, oh, we took down this old garage on our property and we have all this like these 2x4s. You want it? And I'm like, I don't need 2x4s. Like send me pictures. They were legit
Like nice
2
ones.
inches
growth.
by 4 inches, old growth Douglas
Hell
fir.
yeah.
And I was like, a part of
be
me
right
wants
over.
to, yeah, part of me wanted to, but there were a lot of water damage and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time for this. And this was back in my old shop and I didn't take it. But old growth Douglas firs, they're just built different. Like that used to be the wood.
They're built different.
It was so dense and heavy.
It's super dense and heavy. Cam from Blacktail Studio. I don't know if this is his latest video, but he just made a giant picnic table, like 14 feet long or
Does he
something
build
like that. out of
anything
Douglas fir.
small?
It was gorgeous. It's also got like a Japanese design to it. He built it like timber framey.
I love it. No, I like old. Anytime you can reuse old material, it's awesome. The problem with it a lot of times is when you're like planing it, sanding it, whatever, it's just the gnarliest smelling, like gross dust that comes off of it. Not a fan. Well, Dan, you're
worse.
you're
It's
pretty
not
much
too bad.
you're pretty much dead to it already. Like your senses
Yeah,
don't even
basically.
detect it.
I can't smell anything anymore, and it has nothing to do with COVID.
Dan is
Dan-
built different.
Dan uninstalled all drivers. He does not recognize
He doesn't
any
have scent
inputs.
drivers. That's so funny. That's an IT joke. I get it. That was good. Anyways, here's Sarah.
Hey guys. So I had a question. I've been on a few podcasts and I've been talking about how I want to open up my own woodworking STEM center and have people with disabilities working there. So people are asking me now like business questions, like how much money I need and where it's going to be and who's going to be teaching. Obviously I want to teach, but what are your ideas? Because all of you have pretty decent businesses going on and stuff. So what would be your suggestions with this? I may be able to collaborate with someone who already owns a building and be able to teach there. So let me know your thoughts.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have very limited advice on that, but we'll try our best. I mean, we barely know how to run our own business.
Right?
I still spell business with 2 D's.
Yeah, business, B-I-D-D.
Business.
Actually, it's only B-I-D, and then I'm not gonna tell you where the other D is. Anyways,
I'll
Nick
tell you what.
Vreeland.
Hey
Not waiting
guys,
round back.
this is Nick from NV Woodshop, and this is mostly a question for Dan and Braden.
Oh,
For
Oh.
craft shows that are indoors, like most
What's
will
it
be
like
this
being a
holiday
supermodel?
season, do you still demo the whiskey smokers? This is my first season selling them, and don't want to get yelled at or make the whole place smell like a campfire. Thanks, and keep up the mediocre work.
oh.
Nick Vreeland.
By the way,
I love the panic.
Do and ask for forgiveness later. That's
I
my.
love the panic that like fills everybody's faces when we tell them just how little we care about starting fires in buildings.
here's what you should do. You get some dry ice and you actually put some dry ice in there, and then instead of fire, it's just a water spritzer, and it makes it smoke out. That's how dry ice works. Dan's bored because I talked science. I'm sorry.
No, I need another cup of coffee.
Bill Pete, the science.
It's funny because the one craft fair we do, I think we got that coming up here pretty soon, right, Braden?
Yep.
We're right under we're not right under a detector. It's just more of a
it's a water dispersal. It's heat.
Dispersal,
It's a
yeah.
water
Is it-
heat activated water dispersal unit. You mean a sprinkler system?
yes, a sprinkler head.
Listen, we're trying to spruce up the resume for this thing.
Yeah, that's why Jackman couldn't build a second floor in his warehouse up until this year, because there was some issues with the heat activated water dispersal systems. Yes, that will happen.
Show title.
But yeah,
Heat activated water disbursement system.
I love how often we get asked this question and how often we somehow still manage to shock people with our answer.
Oh, we give zero f***s. Like, we care so little, we negative care. We're like negative caring about this. We kind of secretly hope there is a fire. Ridiculous.
Hey, listen, all publicity is good publicity.
A local
heck,
Nebraska high
something-
school had to be evacuated on a Saturday evening when two vendor people, vendor Americans.
No, don't tell them.
Vendor
Americans?
Don't tell them that there's two vendor Americans in the same space. They'll try and charge me double.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're one vendor. Come on.
We're a couple working a stand set of
We're more
fires.
of a frupple.
A frupple? Is
Yeah.
that when
We're two men just working some wood.
just what is it?
In high
Gary
school.
and Nick and Gary? What were the two dudes? Again, Mike
Yeah,
and
the kid
Gary.
is giving 0 fucks. Nick is in the chat.
Yeah.
So he
Zero
already got his
Fs.
answer. You still have to listen to the podcast.
You
Nick.
still have to
That's how
listen.
this
Don't
works.
you forget everything you heard.
We will go into excruciating detail about the number of like the
And
mathematical equation.
We're gonna
to
talk
get
about how
to
the
the end.
heat activated water dispersal system works.
See what I hate you guys because like if I was demoing smokers, it would be like a video of me demoing it, just looping on an iPad. That would be my
I've-
strategy for indoor. But you
I
guys are
have an
like,
iPad for
nah,
that.
F that. I don't want to bring a battery. We're gonna just set it ablaze.
No, it's not even the battery. Like we've got so many batteries. We've got like we
Wait,
could
wait,
do it.
wait, wait,
I don't
wait,
wanna
wait,
get
wait,
the-
wait,
you
wait,
can't
wait,
get the
wait,
whole
wait,
experience.
wait.
You gotta
Don't
get
you
the
guys
smell and everything?
don't you have the F1 fume extractor for your
Yeah,
laser?
we've got so many ways that we could do this. 0 Fs.
You're giving real like
0 Fs.
like political rally vibes now. We have so many things.
We have the concept of better ways to demo these.
But you
Let
can
me
you
tell
sell
you.
more by giving the full experience, the
Yeah.
in-person experience. A video just not the same. You don't get the smell.
If we were to run a video loop, people in Ohio would be eating the geese, and we can't have that.
People in Nebraska will be eating the raccoons.
They
And the
already do.
raccoons be eating the chicken.
Endangered species.
How come nobody gets mad about people eating the raccoons?
Do people? I guess. Well, people eat roadkill.
I've had
In a
raccoon
cell?
before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Friggin'
It's very
Friggin'
stringy.
Iowans.
Iowans.
That several years ago, like before I met my wife, so like about 20 years ago. I
BK
went to
before Kayla.
like yeah, BK, not Burger King. I
Oh.
went to a wild game feed. It's like this big potluck dinner where people bring all their fresh hunting kills, and somebody had raccoon, and I had it. And it was
I say I've never had
Different.
that. The weirdest animal I've ever had was swan.
oh
Yeah. It was what he's got his incense burner.
No, I've got a
it's
10
the whiskey
pack.
smoker lighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna sell some of these.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
oh, you're selling the kits as
We're
well.
selling the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, we need to work on some packaging ideas. Or
Oh.
do what we always do and just like loosely hand them all in their hands.
I hate that Jason Sullivan just gave us a good idea.
Okay, serious idea. Halloween episode. Are you all dressing up and not telling each other the costume?
Oh,
Well,
we might have a problem.
It's a
there
little
'cause
tight on
I have a-
time.
I have a youth.
Yeah, so do I. Is Halloween on?
It's Thursday.
Oh,
We might
Yeah, I'm
have to.
going
Oh,
out.
no.
We might have to off helter skelter next week.
We could
there's
do
no shows happening
Wednesday.
on Wednesdays. Let's do it on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm
There's
going
nothing
trick-or-treating
going on
with my son.
Wednesday.
The ones that used to be on Wednesday are horning in on our day anyway.
Have you
so-
noticed? Yeah, I was gonna say, have you noticed there are people like doing Thursday now? Like Thursday's not ours or something?
Well,
like,
after
they're
we
basically-
apparently just now the other one started. What's their face?
bad shop advice.
Yeah,
and
where are
Logan's doing one on Thursday, and then Sawdust Talk did today.
At
Like,
least
what the hell?
everybody's got enough respect to know that you don't cross over the headliner.
Here's what we're gonna do.
They're
I'm gonna,
trying to
I'm gonna
bookend
request to
this.
join their live.
Ooh, I'll do that too.
Yeah, so I requested, and then
I'm not that dedicated. I'm not doing it. Is that Jeff and Ed?
yeah, we'll see if we can
Yes.
make this happen.
So one of my favorite things, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the show Burning Love. It is Burning Love.
Uh-oh. Are they letting you on?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be
Hey,
awkward.
do you guys mind? We're still doing our show, and you started yours.
I hope so.
It's very rude.
Do you guys mind? We're
Oh.
still doing our show.
You guys know we're like the
Oh,
Super
there's
Bowl.
a
If we
voice
run over,
loop.
your show just gets played the next day.
No, it's not how that works.
Oh, this is so rude of you guys. Okay, well, guys.
Tell them I'm very unhappy.
Anything like we have 7 minutes in heaven?
Oh
You
God,
heard about that?
no, I haven't. Oh, another one.
Hi, Braden.
You guys,
Did they kick you off?
they just killed it. Did they kill it?
I think they kicked you off.
Oh, did
Braden's
they?
still going.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, they kicked Braden too.
oh, so rude.
They're like the Craig Ferguson of podcasts.
So,
Hey now, actually,
so
Craig
rude.
Ferguson, I miss him. He had a good show.
Anyway, this is fun. We should probably
Yeah,
get into
we
the
should probably
actual
wrap it up.
episode.
All right,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
didn't
can go
realize
listen to
we'd
the
been
other
going
thing.
for an hour. What the
All
hell?
right. Anyways, thanks for joining us, guys. We love you all. We'll see you all next time. Love you. Bye 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 bye.
Maybe Wednesday next week.
Maybe Wednesday
Maybe.
next week. We'll let you guys know early, and by early we mean Wednesday.
5 minutes before we start.
Yeah.
By the way. All right. Love you guys. Bye 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 bye.
Good evening.
It's a new one, Dan.
I know.